Imagine this. A football club spends hundreds of millions on a brand new stadium, but instead of being penalized for it, they're actually getting a financial pass. Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what's happening in the Premier League today. Clubs are using stadium construction as a loophole to bypass strict financial rules, and it's reshaping the game in ways no one predicted. Let me break it down for you. The Premier League recently overhauled its financial regulations, swapping out the old profitability and sustainability rules, PSR, for something called the squad cost ratio, SCR. The idea is simple: limit how much clubs can spend on players relative to their revenue. But here's the twist: stadium costs don't count. If you're building a new stadium, all that money disappears from the equation. For clubs like Tottenham Hotspur, this is a game changer. They're spending around £70 million a year on their stadium infrastructure, but none of that affects their ability to sign players. It's like having a secret piggy bank that lets you splurge on stars without anyone noticing. Personally, I think this creates an unfair advantage for clubs with deep pockets. Why should a team with a massive stadium budget be able to outspend rivals who can't afford such projects? It's not just about money, it's about power dynamics in football. Take Manchester United, for example. Their proposed £2 billion stadium isn't just about aesthetics, it's a calculated move to boost revenue. A 100,000-seat venue with corporate suites could generate billions in matchday income. But here's what many fans don't realize: the financial benefits go far beyond the pitch. A new stadium would let them host games elsewhere if Old Trafford ever needs renovation, avoiding the logistical nightmare of relying on smaller venues. Yet, the question remains, will the cost of this statement outweigh the long-term gains? I mean, building a canopy over the stadium sounds impressive, but if it's just another way to charge more for tickets, is that really what fans want? Or is it just another layer of commercialization that alienates the very people who keep the club alive? Then there's Newcastle United, a club forced to sell its best players to stay within financial rules. Their current stadium, St. James Park, is a relic built for a different era. It's not designed for corporate events, and matchday revenue is way behind rivals like Manchester United. The argument for a new stadium is compelling: more income, more flexibility. But here's the catch: Newcastle fans are fiercely loyal to their history. Moving the club would feel like erasing part of their identity. I've talked to fans before, and one told me, we'd miss the atmosphere at St. James Park. It's not just a stadium, it's our home. That emotional connection is powerful. What makes this really interesting is how clubs are now balancing financial ambition with cultural preservation. Can they build a new stadium without losing the soul of the club? Or will this become another example of money overshadowing tradition? Looking at this bigger picture, the trend of stadium-driven finance is reshaping the Premier League. Clubs in London, like Spurs, have an edge because of tourism and global appeal. But what about teams in smaller cities? Can they replicate this model without alienating fans who can't afford higher ticket prices? Maguire's point about rising stadium costs is spot on. This isn't just about building a venue anymore. It's about creating an entire ecosystem of revenue streams. Yet, I can't help but wonder, are we seeing the birth of a new elite? Clubs with the resources to build stadiums will dominate, while others struggle to keep up. Is this the future of football, or is it a dangerous path that prioritizes profit over passion? The answer might just be in how fans respond. Because at the end of the day, football isn't just about money, it's about the people who love it.